Good morning, students. We were doing the sequence of tenses in the previous video. We have completed rule number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Today we will complete rule number 5 and rule number 6. Now before we start, I would like to revise rule number 1 once again. I hope you remember rule number 1 says that if the principal clause, this part is in the present or in the future tense, then it can be followed by any tense. Rule number 2 says if the verb in the principal clause is in the past tense, it must be followed by a verb in the past tense. This was the rule number 2. Rule number 3 says that if the verb in the principal clause is in the past tense, but if you're talking about a universal fact, then the verb in the subordinate clause has to be present tense, right? Because we are talking about universal facts, habitual actions. So if you see anything like that, if you see that the sentence actually shows that it is a universal fact or maybe a habitual action, then you have to make sure that maybe in the principal clause the tense is in the past, but you will write the present tense. Make sure you remember that. After rule number 3, we have rule number 4 that says the past tense in the principal clause can be followed by any tense in the subordinate clause according to the sense if it is an adverb clause. Adverb clause plus if it shows comparison, time and reason. If you see these 3 things, then please be ready, understand that you should know which tense you have to use. Is that clear? Okay. Now comes your rule number 5. See, it says any tense may be used in the subordinate clause if it is in the adjective clause. We've done the adverb clause. If there's an adverb clause, then also any tense, and if it's an adjective clause, then also any tense may be followed in the subordinate clause. Now understand here, principal clause says here, yesterday I met a man. Met is your past tense. So we are talking, this part is in the past tense, principal clause. Who intends leaving America tomorrow? Is that clear? For example, that's the sentence in your book. So we are talking about the action that will take place in the future tense. So I met a man. So it's a past tense, but this is in the future tense. Yesterday I met a man who showed me his paintings. So showed me his paintings is in the past tense. So if this is in the past tense, you can use any tense. So it could be future, past or present tense. Any tense you can use here. See the third sentence. Yesterday I met a man who shows everyone his paintings. So it is the present tense now. So rule number 5 is similar to rule number 4. If you see it is an adverb clause or if you see it is an adjective clause, then understand any tense can be followed. There's no rule here, right? I'm sorry. See, let's move to rule number 6, right? Now in rule number 6, it is very easy and is the most important rule. All the other rules were easier, but this is very important. In rule number 6, please see into your books, page 187. When the subordinate clause is introduced by lest or that. If you see these 2 words, lest or that, then understand the following rules must be followed. Now for these 2 words, there are different rules that you need to know. Please understand the first one. If the verb in the principal clause is in the past tense and the verb, and you see the word that, this is in the past tense, then that, in the subordinate clause, you will be using might. How? Let's see. If the verb in the principal clause is in the past tense, the verb in the subordinate clause is expressed by might. She worked hard that she might win the prize. Can you see that here? So she worked hard so that she might win the prize. It is in the past tense, that is why might. But in case if it were in the present or the future tense, then it will change to may. Keep this point in mind. If it is in the past tense, it will be might. If it is in the present or the future tense, it will change to may. For example, see the second one here. If the verb in the principal clause is in the present or future tense, the thing that I told you right now, the verb in the subordinate clause is expressed by may. What you have to do is, if you see this is the past tense, if you see that word here, the answer will be might. But if you see it's a present tense or the future tense, there's this word that, then the answer will be may. Clear? See the sentence. She works hard that she may win the prize. So works is your present tense. Hard that she may win the prize. She has worked hard that she may win the prize. She will work hard that she may win the prize. Please understand. This rule is very simple, but you need to keep it in mind. If you see past tense here, just one word, might. If you see present or future tense here, then may. You understand the difference? Might works with the past tense, may works with the present and the future tense. Clear? Okay. Let's see the last one here. Lest. L-E-S-T is again very important. Lest must be followed by should. Mark it. Please underline it. Put circles around it. But this rule number 6 is very important. He walks carefully lest he should fail. He should fall. So you understand it. He walks very carefully, otherwise he would fall. So lest is always followed by should. He walked carefully lest he should fall. No matter the tense, you put it here in the past tense, present or future, it will remain same. He will walk carefully lest he should fall. So see, the principal clause is changing, but the subordinate clause is same. That's your rule number 3, right? After this, we have some exercises that we need to discuss and do them right now. So I'm sure you all have your pencils with you. Please be ready. I want you all to get your pencils. Right, give me a minute. So let's continue. I'm sure you have your pencils with you. See, on page number 187, you have this exercise number A. It says, insert the correct tense of the verb in the following sentences. Number 1, he was sorry that I dash not help him. In the bracket they've given do, right? So what do you have to write here? I did not help him, right? Let's move to the second one. Nalini said that she dashed no books at all. Nalini said that she had. Number 3. He walked as quickly as he could. Let's move to number 4. He proved that the earth is round. It will remain same, right? It's a present tense and it will remain same. Why? There's a reason. It's a universal fact. So which rule number applies here? Rule number, he proved that the earth, maybe this is the principal clauses in the past tense, but we have to follow the what? Universal fact thing. So the answer is. The passenger walked on the platform till the train arrived. Just put ed. Number 6, he walks as if he were guilty. He is guilty, he were guilty. Number 7, the tree lay where it had fallen. See number 8. Mohini will say that she has no time. See number 9 now. He shouts as loudly as he can. Can is fine. Can. He shouts as loudly as he can. My father reminded me that union is strength. Is that clear? Union is strength. I'm sure you all must have marked your answers. Turn to another page, please. Let's continue with another exercise. Page 188. Be careful lest you should fall. Lest will use should. The man told us that he never smoked. I wanted to know why he disobeyed. He talks as if he were mad. Keep marking the answers, please. He spent more than he could. A teacher told us that time is money. Number 7, C. I shall inform you when I receive the message. I knew that my friend is weak in English. You can even write was. I knew is the past tense. You can write I knew that my friend was weak in English. Right? Write was. He promised that he would come. He would come shortly. She was not so nice as you thought. She was not so nice as you thought. As you think will be wrong. Okay? Complete the following sentences. The policeman asked him where his driving license was. She walks as if she were. You can put anything here. She were injured. He would die before he begged. We shall wait for you till you come back. The thief ran as fast as he could. See, I'm writing the answers at the same time so that I can forward or I can click the picture of it, make a PDF and send it to you so that you won't have any problem. But I really want you all to write answers then and there with me. Please do that. Just as we entered the school, the bell had gone. Or you can also write the bell was ringing. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. I shall fire you if you run. We heard that there was a quarrel. You understand? I hope you all are marking it. It is important. In this one more thing, you can even write the answers in your own words. We eat so that we may live. Let's move to the last one. So at least we'll be able to finish this chapter today. The man boasted as if he knew everything. K-N-E-W. Please write that down. The child knew the man who had planted the bomb. Had planted. Right? See the third one now. You should breathe as fast as you can. He behaves as if he were deaf. She cannot read unless she wears wears glasses. He carried flowers whenever he visited the shrine. Clear? She studied hard in order that she, oh, you remember this rule? Yes, she might succeed. I wrote the instructions down so that I might not forget them. It will again be might. Why? Because in the principal clause it is in the past tense. She came first, though she began last. After the shower was over. So this is how you need to do. I'll do one thing. I'll post this page so that you have all your answers. And please do revise all the rules. This chapter is important. You'll be getting this chapter not only in your class 8th, but of course in class 9th and in class 10th. Right? So make sure that you do revise it. Right? Thank you.